Hi everyone, my name is Neela of Kamasami. Let me explain the problem we are trying to solve with this project. Many librarians still rely on manual or outdated system to manage book. This causes several issues such as first, it takes a long time to find a book because there's no quick search. Second, there are no digital records so it's hard to keep track of all the books. Third, books can go missing or misplaced in a wrong spot and no one will ever know. This problem makes it hard for student, staff, and book collector to manage their collection properly. Some librarians do use digital system, but many of them are too complex or not user friendly for everyday use. To fix this, we created a simple book sorting system using C language programming. This system helps us to organize book by language and genre, display total book count, save data for future reference. This system is made to easy to use, efficient and helpful for anyone managing a book collection, whether in a library, school or even at home.
Good day everyone, my name is Infinity Dr. Chandran. My metric number is B1224105111. Now I will explain the project scope for our project, which is book sorting system. The system is basically built using the C programming language and is designed to help students, staff or anyone managing a book collection, and it also have a feature which is a menu-based interface that allows user to register book by entering details like title, author, language, journal, and even the row number where the book is kept. You can also search the book by genre or find out exactly where a book is located just by typing its title. The system can store to 200 books for now, and we made it so that all the data can be saved into a file and loaded again later, so nothing get lost when you close the program. Overall, our goal is to create a system that is simple, helpful, and user friendly, which is a perfect for small library, classrooms, or personal use. Thank you. Let me quickly introduce our project. It's called the Book Sorting System, and we build it using the C programming language. The idea is to make it easier for people to organize books, especially in places where the library system are still outdated or done manually. With this system, you can filter books by language, group them by genre, see the total number of the book, and even save everything to a file so nothing get lost. It's all built around a simple menu interface, so it is easy to use for students, staff, or really anyone with growing book collection. In the end, it is a small but practical way to show how coding can solve real life problems. Thank you.
Salam sejahtera, I am Clarissa Gantimili and I'll be explaining on the flowchart of the book sorting system. So here we have the diagram of the flowchart for the book sorting system. So it will start with the library menu, which offering 5 different choices to the user. As we can see here, there is register a new book, search book by genre, find book row by title, display all books, and then save and exit. So each of these choices leads to a specific action, which is we can see here in the diagram. So for choice 1 or option 1, it recollects all the book details including the title, author, language, genre, and row, then confirms it that the book is added to the system and save it into a file. And then for option 2, which is choice 2, it will ask the user to enter a genre of the book, then display the matching books with their location and save the data into the file. And then for option 3, which is choice 3, it will ask the user for the title of the book, and then it will show the corresponding row and save the data. And for option 5 or choice 4, for choice 4, it will list all books currently in the system and save them. So if the user wants to see what books available in the system, then it will display all the books that is in the system and then save them. And for the last option, which is option 5 or choice 5, it will simply save everything and exit the program. So here it will save all the book data or book information into the file of this program and then exit the program. So let's look at the first function, which is load books from the file. So here we have the coding for load books from the file, which is we using void load from file. So this function, all this function runs at the program startup and checks for books.txt, which is here. And if the file exists, it reads each book's detail by title of book name, author, language, genre, and row, and stores them into the library, into this library. And then the end of the file is reached, or the maximum limit books, which is 200 here. We define it as 200 here. And if the file isn't found in the system, then it will let the user know, but still allows the program to run.
Now I will explain each line in the coding that we use to save book data to the file. This line is function header that define function called save to file, and this start a function body. This line is refer if the file doesn't exist, it will be created, and then f open declare file pointer and opens a file name book.txt in writer mode w. This line check if the file is failed to open. This line print error message if failed to open a file and exit the function. This line start a loop that run from 0 for book count. And this line write each book details to the file in readable text format. String for books names, author, language, and genre. Format specifier for integer row, and then this line is refer close file after all data is written, and then print confirmation message. After that ends the loop. Now we will see the output for the save books to the file. We try to run it, and then we register new book, enter the title for the book, author name, I put my name, language we choose English, we can choose English or Malay, genre we choose science fiction, row number we choose 2. Okay, show book added successfully. So now we save and exit, choose 5. Okay, book data is saved successfully. Now we see the file. So when we open the book.txt, it will show all the detail that we entered just now. So the book name, the author name, the genre, and the row number. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Now I'll explain function 3 add a new book. Line 71 here define the function name add book. It has no parameter and does not return a value void. This function is used to add a new book to the system. Line 72 here check whether the total number of book currently stored is less than the maximum allowed. It prevents adding more book than the array can handle. Line 74 here display a prompt asking the user to enter the book title. Line 75 reads a full line of text including space for the book title using the format specifier. The data is stored in the book name field of current book structure in the library array. Line 77 here asks the user to enter the author's name. Line 80 here asks the users to enter the language, could be Malay, English, and line 83 here asks the user to enter the genre, could be humor, biography, romantic. And line 86 here asks the user which row they want to store the book. Line 90 here will display a confirmation message to the user that the book was added successfully. This else block will run if the block count is equal to 1 or greater than max book, it lets the user know more books can be added. Now let's run and see. For this function number 3, we will choose number 1. Now let's add the book's title, author's name, enter the language here, and genre, and which row you want to store it. Okay, now it's already display book added successfully. Now I will explain function 4, which is search books by genre. Line 99 here define the function called search by genre. It doesn't take any input and doesn't return anything. The next line 101 create a character array called search genre where we'll store the genre that the user type. 102 printf means will display a message asking the user to type the genre they want to look for. And scanf will read the full line of the input from user including space and store it in the search genre. Int form 104 line 104 set up a variable called found and set it to 0. We'll use this to check if any matching books found later. Here, line 106 starts a loop that goes through every book stored in the library. It's loop from 1, I is equal to 0 up to 1 less than book count. Here we have used check if the genre of the current book is the same as what the user type, return 0 when toString is matched. Line 109, if the genre match, it print the title of the book and the row where it's stored. Set found to 1 to mark that at least one matching book was found. If the book doesn't found, here it will display no match was found. Now let's run and see. So for this function, we have to select number 2 and then we have to select the genre. So here we have found a book titled Life of Niels, row number 24. That's all.
Now I will explain each line in the coding that we use find row by title. This line defines a function which names find row by title to search book by its title in which row. This line declares character array that names search title to store user input. This is the array that can hold up to 199 characters. This line promotes user to enter the title of the book that they are searching. This line reads a full line of input including spaces and skip any leading white spaces. This line declares an integer flag variable that fun which initially set into 0 and then start a for loop that gets through each book row in the array and then it compare the current book title with the user entered title. After that, it the print message and show the number row where the book is located. Font equal to 1, which is set into 1 to indicate a match. After that, this line means is false or true. If no matching or title was not found, this message will show to the user which is book not found. Now I try to play it and show the output. This is the output that we get. We choose option 3, which is find book row by the title, and then we enter the book title, which is space, and then it will show book found in row number 2. That's all from me. Thank you.
Let's look at the function 6, which is to display all books. So in this function, we have the functions called void display books, which means it will display all the books that is currently in the library. So this function loops all loaded or registered books in the system and prints the details where it will appear the book name or book title, author, language, genre, and the raw location of that particular book. So this function, it is a quick, easy way for the user to view everything currently that is available in the library. So let's look at the last function, which is the function 7, which will display all the main menu of the book sorting system to the user. So when the program starts, it will automatically load save books using load from file, which we can find in the line of 162, and from 164 until 186 is a loop is a do while looping to represent the user with a menu, which is register new book, search book by genre, find book row by title, displaying all the books, and also save and exit. And then it will ask the user to choose an option based on the 5 options given. And then we have choice, switch choice, and also in choice, which is the user output, which is the choice just now, determines which function runs. And then on exit, it will save all the current books using save to file, which is here. We can find in 181, which is to save all the books details or all the books information into the save to file function. And then this is the output that will come out and show or display to the user for the book sorting system.
Now, to conclude our presentation, this project successfully reached its goal of creating a simple and user friendly book sorting system using C programming language. This system includes helpful features like sorting books by language and genre, showing the total number of books, and saving the data of using file handling. This feature makes it easier to organize book collection and find it books quickly. Even though this system is currently limited to 200 books and uses a command line interface, it gives a strong base to build on. In future, it can be improved by adding more features or creating a better interface. Working on this project also help us understanding and apply important C programming skills such as using structures, array, loops, and control statements. These are basic but powerful tools that we used to make a system that solves a real problem. Overall, this project shows how something simple, when planned and coded well, can be used in everyday situations. It helps students, staff, and even book collectors to manage their book better, and it gave us valuable experience using C for practical application. Thank you.